So I grew up in Southall. It's a very diverse area. I think it's got the largest Indian population outside of India. Certain types of communities, there is a desire to sort of see education as a way of improving your, your life chances. It's sort of drawn into a lot of, I think, immigrant communities because your parents have come here to kind of better their lives. The thing I quite liked the most was art. That was really my passion. There's not many Indian kids that get to choose to do fine art. Like, you're lucky if you get to diverge from one of the more traditional subjects. So I think architecture is seen as a sort of professional way to pursue creative interests. But the thing I really struggled with at sort of 16, 17 is learning firsthand what an architect actually does. I remember going to an open day at Cambridge University, walking into the room and not sort of seeing myself reflected in any of the cohort or any of the prospective students. Professors were kind of openly making fun of the fact that architecture is under-remunerated. So I kind of took a detour when doing my A-levels and decided to pursue urban planning at the Bartlett instead. I really enjoyed the degree. I was quite lucky because it had quite a strong grounding in humanities, in social science, in economics, in sociology, and those are all things that are I think very important to me as an architect now. When the economic crash happened in sort of 2008, our industry was hit very badly, and it was at that time that I made the decision that I'll try and take another diversion, I guess. So I was super lucky. I got a Fulbright scholarship to study at Yale, so I did a 3.5-year program there in architecture, working with world famous architects, amazing facilities, and also just living abroad was absolutely incredible. So after working in practice for a number of years, getting qualified, I set up my own company called Jas Bhalla Architects. I think the thing I love the most about the work we do is the variety. Right now we're looking at a project for about 400 or 500 new homes, looking at creating new infrastructure, a new park, a new community centre. In the last couple of years we've won a couple of quite significant open competitions which have loosely been structured around affordable housing and different ways that a place like London can grow. Taking on some of the big challenges in a really diverse city like London, where we create new forms of housing that work for the people who actually live here. The problem I had at 16, 15, 17 was actually access to information and access to different voices. Career advice when I was applying to university, it was a lot more limited. Just through being able to access information online, there's a plethora of stuff out there. I probably wouldn't change too much about the way things have panned out. I've taken a lot more of a circuitous route into architecture than most. Studying urban planning, it shapes the work we do, the way I see the built environment, and ultimately the sort of projects my practice seeks to engage in. I guess the thing I would have wished someone had told me when I was like 17, 18 is no matter sort of where you've come from in terms of your background or your family or the part of the country you're from, like architecture is fundamentally about elevating everyday experiences.